Hello friends, welcome in my YouTube channel Shraddha Study Zone. My name is Tilak. Please subscribe my YouTube channel. In future I will make video on all the topics of general studies and engineering aptitude for ESE. I will make videos on engineering mathematics as well as reasoning aptitude topics also. I will also make videos on technical part of electronics and communication engineering branch for GATE and ESE. If you satisfied with my video, please like my video. If you have any doubt or query, please ask me on comment box. I will reply as soon as possible. Hello friends, my name is Tilak. Today I will be discussing about IES, Indian Engineering Services, or ESE, Engineering Service Examination. In this lecture I will tell you about overview of IES exams, important dates of IES exams, eligibility criteria or age limit for IES exams, exam pattern for IES exams, syllabus, cutoff marks, topper marks, general studies subjects, timetable, preparation strategy, or most common why students fail in these exams. Let's begin with our new lecture. First I will tell you about overview. As you know, IES is a group A class job, or some departments offer also group B post. In this IES exam, the salary will be 65,000 per month, means there is 5400 grade pay. Important dates: the notification will be released on September last week. Prelims exam will be conducted in January first week, or mains exams will be conducted in June last week. Now come to the next point, eligibility criteria. Firstly, educational qualification. Degree in engineering branch is mandatory for IES exams. Anyone have degree in engineering like EC, degree in engineering, EC branch, mechanical branch, civil branch, or etc., any of other engineering branch, then he or she can fill this form. Age limit for IES exam is 21 year is minimum, or maximum is 30 years. The age limit is, or that he or she must have born not earlier than January 2, 1990, or not later than January 1, 2000, means date of birth will be remain in between these two dates. Some age relaxations also for OB students for 3 years, means if you add 3 years, then maximum age will be 33 years for OBC, 35 years for STSC, or 40 years for PWD or physically handicapped persons. There is no percentage limit for IES exams, or there is no attempt limit for IES exams. Now come to the next point, exam patterns. As you know, IES exams are 3-stage exams, means prelims, mains, and as well as interview. Prelims weightage is 500 marks, mains weightage is 600 marks, interview weightage is 200 marks. Total weightage is 1300 marks. First I will tell you about prelims exams. You can see easily here. In prelims there is two paper 1 or paper 2. Paper 1 is a general studies and engineering aptitude paper, in which there is 100 questions, each questions of 2 marks, means total 200 marks paper. For this paper there will be 2 hours to solve this paper. In paper 2 there is a engineering discipline specific branch. In this paper full syllabus of your stream will be asked. In this paper there is 150 questions. Every question consists 2 marks, means total 300 marks, or durations of this paper is 3 hours. If you qualify for prelims exams, then you can appear also in mains exams. Mains exam consist, this main exam total 600 marks, consist conventional paper 1 or conventional paper 2. In conventional paper 1, here is again both paper are technical paper. Half subjects will be asked in engineering discipline conventional paper 1, or remaining half subjects will be asked in paper 2, conventional paper 2. In this paper there is total 8 questions, in which you have to solve 5 questions. There is 300 marks paper. Durations of conventional paper 1 or paper 2 are 3 hours. Both papers are 300 marks. Half subjects will be asked in paper 1, remaining half subject will be asked in conventional paper 2. Third stage is the interview stage. If you qualify prelims after mains, then you will be appear for interview exams. There is 15 to 20 minutes interview, in which total weightage is this interview is 200 marks. If you qualify all the 3 stages, then you have selected for IS exam, means group A exams. You can become an A class officer. Now come to the next points, prelims cutoff marks. As you know, prelims paper is consist of total 500 marks weightage. You can see easily here different year of cutoff marks of different branch. For civil branch, 2017 cutoff marks is 202, 2018 cutoff marks 207, 2019 cutoff marks 188, or 2020 cutoff mark expected cutoff marks is 220 or greater than 220 or 230 marks. For mechanical branch, 2017 cutoff marks 231, next year 256, again next year 187. This year will be expected is 255. This 3 years 2019, 18 or 17 marks is the official data. You can see easily here up to this is official data. This 2020 marks is expected cutoff marks. Now come to the next branch, electrical branch. 2017 cutoff marks 257, 2018 230, 2019 221, expected this year 235. Electronics branch cutoff marks 221, next year 213, next year 226. This year expected cutoff marks is 245. As you already know, that railway department have withdrawn their vacancies from IS exam, so expected cutoff marks or future cutoff marks will be increased 20 to 25 marks. If you prepare for next year exams, then you should have mentally prepare for cutoff marks will be high, means in future there is a possibility of cutoff marks in between 250 to 270 marks. There is a future cutoff marks expected by me for upcoming years. Now come to the syllabus of general studies and engineering aptitude. For technical branch, I will be mentions link on the description box. For general studies, I will be tell you about every topics. In general studies and engineering aptitude, total 10 subjects are there. First is a current affair, in which they will ask current issues of national, international importance relating to social, economic and industrial development. Second topic is the engineering aptitude, covering logical reasoning and analytical ability. Means this is first subject is a current affair, first topics in GS. Second topic is a reasoning aptitude. Third one is a mathematics and numerical analysis. engineering mathematics. Fourth topic is a general principle of design drawing, importance of safety, means engineering drawing subjects. Fifth subject is a standard quality practices in production, construction, maintenance and services. There is a fifth topic. Now sixth topics is the basics of energy and environment, conservations of environmental pollution, degradation, climate change, environmental impact assessment. This is a favorite topics of USC. Every year many questions asked from these topics. Next is the basics of project management. Next topics is the basics of material science in engineering. Material science is a very important topics. Every year many questions asked from these topics. Next is the information and communication technology, means ICT. ICT based tool and their application in engineering such as networking, e-governance and technology based educations. And then last one is the ethics and values in engineering profession. There is a total 10 topics of GS or general studies and engineering aptitudes subjects. Now I will tell you about how will crack prelims exams. Now as you know, in general studies there is 10 topics of 200 marks. Duration of hours is 2 hours, means approximate every subject weightage is 20 marks. Now come to the technical portions. All technical syllabus all branch technical syllabus consist mainly 10 to 12 to 14 subjects, means there is, as you know, there is 300 marks paper, 3 hours durations, means approximate 25 marks for each subject. If you divide 300 divided by 12 subjects, then you can easily calculate approximate 25 marks weightage for each subject. This is not accurate data, this is approximate. Some of the times UPSC asks any one subject more marks and any one subject very less marks. There is depend on every year paper analysis. We will take only approximate or average analysis. Suppose if we prepare for 75 to 80% preparation level or preparation strategy, means for if we'll take this prelims paper GS, if we prepare for 70 to 80% marks, means we will prepare for 150 to 160 marks for GS portions or 220 to 230 marks for technical paper. If suppose we can score only, if we prepare for 75 to 80%, means we can get this marks. But if suppose we, due to negative marking or some of the questions may be happen wrong or some questions may be difficult, if we score this minimum marks, means if we score only 100 to 110 marks in GS or 170 to 180 marks in technical out of 300 marks, if we prepare for 75 to 80%, if we suppose we score only 50 to 60% marks, then out of 500 we can easily score 270 to 219 marks. Then if we score in marks between 270 to 219, then we can easily qualify prelims exam for good marks. If we score good marks in prelims, this will also help in mains qualifications. If suppose we have good score in prelims, then it will be helpful for mains qualification as well as overall IAS selections. So prepare for minimum 70 to 80% marks for prelims exams. Now you can see easily here, this is the topper marks of IAS 2019. This is the topper marks of civil engineering branch. Name is Abujar Ghaffari. Here you can see easily here this boy score 118 marks in GS, 167 marks in civil branch. In conventional paper he scored 214 or 210 marks in paper 1 as well as paper 2, or plus interview is 132 marks. Total marks is 842. This is the topper marks of civil branch. Now you can see easily here, you can analyze or prepare accordingly. You can see easily here electronics branch. Here you can see easily here this boy takes very less marks in GS but good marks in technical paper, means prelims paper 2. He scored 181 or 192 marks in conventional paper 1 and conventional paper 2 respectively. You can see easily here in interview he scored 136 marks, total 793 marks. You can see your branch wise. If you suppose your branch EC, you can see easily here with the help of pause button you can see scorecard of topper marks. Here you can see easily here for mechanical branch also, and this is for electrical branch. Now if you want to see more, then you can pause and you can see easily here. Now come to the next point, timetable. I would suggest you or recommended you 6-month strategy plans from July to December. If you start from July till December, there is total 6 months. Every month consists of 30 days, means we have total 180 days. Total 180 days, we will broke this 180 days into 3 category: 70 plus 60 plus 50. I will suggest you please complete all the syllabus for first time study in 70 days. Means if you take on an average, if you have 7 days for a subject, means once prepare simultaneously for technical as well as one GS subject, means you have a 7 days for 2 subjects, means one subject for technical, one subject for GS. If you have more time, then you can prepare with very decent manner or takes more times according to your convenience. This is my suggested strategy plans. If you have your own strategy plan, you can follow it. Next, if you complete all the syllabus in 70 days, if your target is 70 days, maybe it takes more than 70 days, it will take 80 days or 90 days according to your level. If you are fresher, then it will take more time. If you are already prepared for 1 year or 2 years, then it will take less time. We will take average or highest possible strategy plans. First time study you will take 70 days. For next time revision you will take only 60 days, or for third time study you should complete in 50 days. Means if you add this 3, then total 180 days. Means you have to prepare in very decent manner, or every day you have to prepare more than 10 to 12 hours per day. Then it can be possible to complete all the syllabus in just 6 months. Now about study material or books. For reasoning aptitude, you have to buy R.S. Agrawal book. This is the best book for reasoning aptitude. For engineering mathematics, MedDG Publications or IS Master is a best book. I recommend it to you. Please prefer MedDG Publications books for mathematics. For reasoning aptitude, R.S. Agarwal. For other general studies subjects, you can follow MedDG Publications books. You can purchase online all these books. I will be given link of all these books in description box. By clicking link, you can easily directly go to the Amazon and you can easily buy from there. For IS prelims or conventional previous year paper solutions, you have follow MedDG Publications books. For self study, please arrange your handwritten notes yourselves or copy from anywhere else. You can follow MedDG or IS master books. If possible, please follow both study material or source. You can also study with the help of YouTube channel also. You can purchase book from online. I will be mention link in the description box which will be given below. Now come to the preparation strategy plan. I have already told you, please prepare for 6 months, highest possible plan. Now about strategy. For strategy point of view, first you have to solve all the IS prelims objective as well as conventional paper. This is a first plan or first strategy plan. You have to solve all the previous year paper for IS objective as well as conventional more than 6 times. Please also solve all the previous year paper of GATE exam also. It will be help in your mains conventional paper. Please solve all the previous year common paper of IS prelim as well as IS conventional of different branch. Like if you have EC branch, then your similar branch is electrical. Some of common paper are there also. You can solve all these papers. For mechanical, you can also solve previous year of civil branch paper, which those subjects are common in both branch. For GS or technical study, you can prefer theory books or class notes of either MedDG or IS Master, whatever your choice. I recommended you, please follow MedDG materials or notes. Revised all the class notes and study material more than 6 times. It is mandatory for preparation point of view. For test series, I will recommend it you join either MedDG or IS Master or both. If possible both, then you can join easily, but you have to solve all the test series very carefully with in decent manner. Now come to the next one. Prepare for 70 to 80%, minimum 70 to 80% score. If you prepare for 70 to 80% score, then you can easily get 50 to 60% score if your preparation strategy or all the resources you are follow are very good. Now come to the next point. Why student fail in exams? Here you cross this. If you do not enough practice, then you can fail in exams. No proper study plan or routine, also student fail in exams. No proper study material or guidance, not focusing on basics. These are the causes of student failure in exams. Not making any short notes of important formula and concept. He or she join more than 2 or 3 test series but not give test. They give only few test paper and not analyze their mistake after each test. This is the also cause of student failure. They don't try to solve unsolved or new types of questions. This is also reasons for student failure in IAS exams. Now if you giving paper, please careful about this point. This is a important point while you are preparing for exams for IAS. This point you should in mind. Avoid calculation mistakes or silly mistakes. This is a common mistakes. Many students occur these types of mistakes. That's why students fail in exams. Please avoid these mistakes. Try to do easy question first. Your preference level will be try to do easy question first. Please solve question step by step, means don't try to solve or do much in one step only. It create complex situations or possibility of questions wrong. So that's why please step by step follow step by step procedure for solutions. Read questions carefully about what questions really ask, like which is true, which is not true. Question asks which unit questions ask, like milliampere or microampere or milli or micro. About careful about minus sign also. So please carefully watch questions and then go for solutions. Never spend more time on a particular questions. Many students they lost their time by doing these mistakes. Don't try to solve fast, but try to solve correctly. Please don't try to solve fast, always try to solve correctly. If you solve correctly, then you can score marks, otherwise you lost the marks. Sometime making on click on wrong answer even if solve it correctly. Many students doing these types of mistakes, they solve their questions correctly but they tick on the wrong answer or fill the wrong bubble in the OMR sheet. This is a common mistakes. Thank you friend, thank you so much.